There was a saying that somebody mentioned to me last year at the Midwest Partnership Forum with U.S. Fish and Wildlife. He said, "You don't own the land. It's just your turn." So I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. But it's my turn to do my part.
My great-grandfather bought our farm back in 1893. I didn't pay for any of this ground. I inherited it all. And so I see my role as a caretaker or steward of the land. I see it as my responsibility to do something, leave the ground better than it was when I took it over for my kids and my grandkids. As the years have gone by, all the fence rows have disappeared, and the habitat for the wildlife, especially the pheasants, has disappeared.
When my wife and I started Feather Prairie Farms, I just knew, I wanted to make a place where everything can thrive, whether it's friends and family or even the wildlife.
My name is Jill Costell. I'm the Water Resources Director for the Wetlands Initiative. Our mission is to design, create, and restore wetlands, and we do this through collaboration, innovation, using sound science. Our vision is to have these commonplace throughout the Midwest row crop environment.
Jill and Jean came to the meeting and presented their program to us. And I thought, well, that sounds like an interesting thing to do.
I was working on a project with Jill. I finally was able to meet with her one night, and I just said, "Jill, I think I have our next project."
We really see it as a partnership. We want to work with them. How do they see their land? What would they like to see on their land?
They said, "Well, we'll take care of the paperwork." And I thought, well, that's a pretty daunting thing when you start looking at doing a project like that. They did the engineering, made the plans. They pretty well paid for the whole project.
Thanks to the funding through Fishers and Farmers, we were able to do 2 wetlands at the same time. For us, it was really important to get this funding because it allowed us to go through design, through implementation, and a little bit of monitoring at the same time. The best thing is for us to take the farmer out to see one of these wetlands, and sometimes literally get them inside the wetland to walk around and really get this full visualization of, oh, I can see how this can now work on my farm.
A couple of weeks ago, I was out cutting hay, and every waterway had pheasants in it. And it's been a while since I've seen some baby pheasants, so it's kind of nice to see the wildlife coming back.
Up until last year was the first time ever experiencing wild pheasants doing their thing. So that was truly a blessing. Being able to share time in the deer blind with my daughter is really rewarding to me, and just watching the pasture come to life. Watching God's creation come out of the woodworks and use our property like it's their own.
We have a lot of frogs. We have red-winged blackbirds. I've seen egrets. I've seen herons. We have a lot of deer around there. Pheasants are moving back in. There's always something to see when you go to the wetland. So it's kind of entertaining to me too.
I want people to remember that even though we own it, it's not ours. I just want to thrive. I want everything to thrive. Life is all about legacy. What do you want to leave behind? How do you want to be remembered?